What's good? What's good? How you doing? Great to see you. Welcome back. I appreciate you being here. How you been? What's been going on? It's your boy All Star Izzy. We are live, full in effect, baby. Come have a conversation with a star, ladies. I see you pulling in, gentlemen. I see you pulling up. What's happening? Covenant. It's great to see you again. How you been? How's everything been for you? It's been a while since you've been over here on this side, but it's great to see you back in the flesh. I see you in the building. Shout out to everybody that's pulling up in the building. Remember, drink that H2O. All right? Make sure you're drinking some nice and good water. You want to make sure that you're hydrated. You want to make sure that you feel good. All right? That's just going to go a long way for you. Trust. You got toe surgery. Oh, man. I hope everything's good with you, though. I can imagine how that pain is going to be. But, I hope everything is fine. You recovering well so far? Oh, damn. I drank that too fast. Great to see everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Listen. I'm not going to be on here for too long, but I'm going to talk about something very important today. Of course, I'm out on the weekends. Here and there, really. But when I do go out, and if I go out on the weekends, excuse me, the way I just drank that shit hurt myself. But I'm gonna be having something I want to talk about today when it requires social skills, social settings, being outside. Whether you want to be more charismatic, you want to gain some social skills in your end. I'm gonna teach you something in a few. For a while, okay. Well, I'm glad that you're much better now. I've never had that occur to me, but I can't imagine how that is. Cause is it like aching pain every time you were walking or something? And he socks them for 24 hours, unless something like Crocs. Oh wow, dang. Yeah, at least you get to let your toes breathe and shit. You know, you know what I mean. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a late night live. Welcome to a late night conversation. If you haven't already, I got a new video that's out right now. It'll definitely do you a service. If you want to, I know some men out here they romantic and they want to be all romantic and shit with women and shit like that. I know you want to, you know what I'm saying, be smooth, charismatic. I got you. Check out my new latest video. We are out. The stars are out tonight. It is one thing I could say. Just don't pick your toenails. That's like one of the main reasons people get infected and grow. Well, I appreciate you letting me know. Cause I know that right there would just I can't imagine what it is. What's up? What's up? You said we're gonna fight. What are we gonna fight for this time? What we do? What's up? What up, Lily Chancla? What's up? Shout out to everybody pulling up in the building. You're more than welcome to hit the like and subscribe to your boy. We're gonna talk about how to dominate any social setting. We're gonna talk about how to What up, Layla? How you feeling? We're gonna talk about how to dominate the social setting, any social scene. To be honest, we're gonna talk about how to dominate that because I want y'all to win. I want y'all to get some. You know what I mean? I want y'all to get some charisma, be charismatic, and make some impressionable things. Really, I was gonna name this like how to become the most interesting person in the room. But it really falls line into everything like that. I'm doing good, Layla. I appreciate you. That premiere was way too short. I mean, what can I say? Yeah, listen, I'm at least I'm putting videos, but listen, I'm back live now. The only part that hurt is when they injected me with numbing medicine. Okay, damn. Shout out to everybody's pulling up in the building. Hit that, tap that like button like y'all tapping. Well, if y'all out here doing your thing, but of course, if you out here doing your thing, make sure you are doing it safe. Okay, make sure you're doing it safe. Now, let me go ahead and get into this live, man. I see you. What's good? What's good, Brody? What's up? Listen, again, I want y'all to dominate the scene. Okay, and this is something that I've been doing for a very long time. I have been doing this a long time, and it works out wonders for me. But of course, I'm evolving a lot and stuff that I do. So a lot of stuff does, it does come in handy. But just this one thing, this one skill, I guarantee you, it's gonna help you to dominate. You're gonna command attention. It's like that if looks could kill type of attitude. You're gonna be breaking necks. I guarantee you, and I promise you when you walk into the door. Okay, all right. Have a great one, Covenant. Until next time, Danny. I see you in the building. Yes, with that pink ring. You feel me? Woo! Let's go, let's go. But let's talk about it. Let's really get into the conversation again. I don't have too long on here. It's more of a late night live, but I've been editing, filming, traveling, doing a lot of stuff. Want to make sure that we in this. Someone please type in All Star. Thank you guys for being here. Hit the like, subscribe. You're more than welcome to have a conversation with the star and those who are residing into the live with the stars and shit like that. Don't be afraid. We all just here chilling, talking. You know what I'm saying? Gathering information. But thank you for the floating heart. I appreciate it. Thank you. Don't go nowhere. Wait. Where are you going? Ah, I got you. I'm put it like right here. Hold on. Stuff it like I'm going to the movies and some shit. But anyways, I appreciate that. Hold on. Let me go ahead and pin that. Okay, so there's one skill. This one skill will assist you to dominate any social setting, any scene that you go into, any place that you want to talk to, you want to meet some women. Uh, you know what? I don't know. I don't want you to use this in work. You don't have to use it in work because you're at work to work. But just in general, you want to go network or whatever the case is. That one skill is going to be intention. And I'm gonna tell you guys a story. Okay, this happens to me often. Like I can go to any place and I can command the attention around me. But the biggest thing that helps me is because I know that I'm going somewhere, which means I'm intentional with where I am. Because when you choose to be intentional and choose to be somewhere that you want to be, you command the attention there already. So let me tell you guys a story. So I remember I had went downtown not too long ago, a couple of days, week, I don't know, the days kind of go in with me. But anyways, I'm going over there and I'm making sure that I went downtown, I'm parking, getting myself right. It's my first time downtown in this certain city and shit like that. So I was gonna have a good time. I went to this nice little spot. It was in a cut. I seen a lot of people that was in there blasting music, a lot of people going in and out. So I go in there, right? Because my intention is to already go in there. I step in there, of course, people looking, you see somebody new coming in, whatever the case is. It does help that I am a Hispanic man, so they're like, oh shit, like, okay. And there was predominantly, like white people. Like, that's one thing. But, anyways, so I'm going in there. And what's important about all this is that when I mean intentional, I mean I'm setting my intentions to go somewhere that I want to be. This is very important because when I walk in there, I'm not walking with like how do I say it? I'm not looking down on the ground. I'm not like no, I'm not walking in. I'm not like pushing the door really lightly, like, cause you push the door lightly, that shit comes hits you in the back. You're like, ah, damn, your shit get caught in the door and shit. No, I'm pulling up. I walk in, chest up, head up high, not trying to look too like this though. Just we chilling. Walking to the spot. All right, I see people staring at me. I look to my left and right because I want to check out the scene and where I am. And if I make eye contact with somebody, I do this. I'm like, "What's up?" Put a little finger up or something, or what's good, bro? Or potentially dap up or hit the, hey, you look fly. Okay, what's up? So I'm passing by some people going through it. I'm headed to the bar, and the bar is filled and it's packed up, and I'm seeing that as I'm walking in. That doesn't stop me though. But as I'm still going to the bar, people are talking. Some people turn around, and what I'm saying, I still like do the little head nod or whatever the case is. So I go to a little opening in the corner. I go to the corner of the opening. I'm sitting there. Well, not really sitting there because all the seats are taken, but I stand there right there. And I could tell they're talking with the bartender, but the bartender's about to come to me, and I'm like, "Take your time, have a conversation. I still got to figure out what I want, right?" But then there's some people around me, and they were having a conversation to my left, but in my right, what was happening? There was this guy who was just chilling. I was like, "Good day so far, huh? It feels good outside." And he was like, "Yeah, man, it was cool." And so I started having a conversation with him, and then I started having and then the other guy that was next to him started having a conversation with us three. So with that already being said, it started opening up more conversation for people to talk. Now again, of course you have to open your mouth. You gotta say something. You gotta initiate conversation. But what's important about this is because I'm over here and I'm intentional with where I'm going. So wherever I am, I make sure that I'm bringing my full self. Does this make sense? I'm making sure that wherever I am, I'm gonna enjoy myself and I'm gonna keep myself open and have conversation with those that are around me. So then the other person next to me was like, he was like, "Oh yeah, bro, I seen you walk in. Also, it is a good day." So boom, I got the person next to me talking on my left, coming into our conversation, we sparked up a convo for like a good 5-10 minutes. He introduced me to his girl. He introduced me to this other girl that was next to him, and we all just having a convo. We turning it up. We having a good time. Some girls passing by, like they look like they was around my age and shit. Cause these guys, they probably look like they were like in their 30s, 40s type of thing. But girls that were looking my age, they would, head to outside, head to inside, people coming in and out, having conversations. But the reason why this one skill will dominate any social setting is because anywhere you choose to go is anywhere that you're meant to be. I don't loosely just go somewhere just cuz I'm going to go there. When I go somewhere, I set the intention that I want to have a good time, that I want to make sure that I'm making connection, that I want to talk to some people, that I want to engage in conversation or socialize. This makes it more into my mind or to where I'm at to have a good time with people. Will have a good time next to me, opening conversation, not being afraid for it. I'm not looking down. When I walked in, I didn't walk in on some I'm scared to look at people in their eye. If I acknowledge somebody, I say what's up. I hit the little fist bump or I speaking to someone or potentially dapping them up. But because I'm intentional, it helps me move forward with it. Let me look at this. When we do another movie night, we got to do it soon, bro. I'm about to finish. I just finished the James Bond. I just finished James. Well, I'm about to finish the last one tonight. So that one's about to be cold, but we might start watching that back again. Well, not back again, but we might definitely have to take a watch at James Bond because that shit is cold as hell. James Bond is super cold, bro, for real, for real. But we got to do another one. Don't think, just flow, exactly. But the thing that comes into it is like when it comes into the don't think, just flow. It comes into it because I'm intentional with where I'm going. So this helps people just in general. If you overthink too much, you're scared and you're scared to talk, you're scared to initiate conversation, you want to get better on your social skills. A good rule of thumb is to go to somewhere where there's multiple people that's talking and having a conversation. It don't have to be a bar because if you don't drink, that's one thing. Go to some networking opportunities. Go to some festivals. Go to some open concerts. Go to some places where people is gonna be, because once you set the intention that I'm gonna go out there, somebody, what's up, Mr. G? How you feeling, man? Somebody will always be there that you can speak with. What's going on, Elena? Great to see you. How you doing? But somebody will always be there that's gonna want to either let's just say this. This past weekend, for the Halloween weekend and stuff like that. What is good, collective? For the that weekend, anywhere you go, just especially if it's a social setting, a social gathering, just know people want to socialize. People want to talk to people, okay? And listen, you might be like, "Well, I want people to talk to me. I want people to do this." All you just say something. Say, "Hey." Say what's going on. Say how you feeling. Like what's going on today. The vibes is good, ain't it? The music bumping. How you good? What's up, bro? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, well, we get to talking, and then they introduce you to other people. But because that one skill of being intentional, that's like that's really the first step into opening more doors. Because if you're able to take that first step into being like, okay, this is what we about to do, this is gonna help you be a little bit more open minded, even if you're feeling a bit, let's say this, nervous. You don't know how to really get back out there. You feel like you're rusty. You feel like you can't necessarily talk to anybody. Set the intention to go out. Be intentional with where you go, because this is another level to this. But it's like it's like magnetism. But we're gonna talk about that in the future though, because I don't want to get too deep into magnetism. But always remember that magnetism is basically saying wherever I go, the opportunity is always presented because I'm there. That is magnetism in a nutshell. Okay, how do I know? Because your boy All Star is a magnet, but so is everybody else. And I even went in depth talking about attraction. Attraction already exists. Everything is playing at levels of attraction. It just takes you to see if I want to seize the opportunity that I'm attracted to in that moment. Whether that's being like saying what's up, whether that's going on dance floor, whether that's having a conversation with some random strangers you never seen, whether that's talking to a lady that you want. But just remember that because the skill, that one point of intention, it takes you to a whole different place, because people are just going places just to sit there. It's a good time because I'm here at it exactly because you are where you always are, if that makes sense. It's like that quote. I forgot that quote. It was like I am wherever I am type shit. Like there's no escaping me. I am here. So wherever I am, I need to enjoy and have a good time, especially if you're going out. There's a lot of people that go out to fill a void. There's a lot of people that go out to just distract themselves. There's a lot of people that go out because they're just out. Maybe they not having a good time and they want to seek for some guidance, whatever. But this is why being intentional is like, okay, I'm going to go out to have a good time. And because that's your intention, I'm going to go to this place, this place, this place. I like to go to places where there's more than one place in the vicinity. Cause I like open areas and I like multiple stuff. So if I can go to this bar, this bar, this bar, this bar, or this super open field that's over there. Why? Because this provides me with an opportunity to not feel restrained in the sense, but to also just go different places. So, but see, that's the fun part in being spontaneous. Your intention could say, "I'm gonna go to Fremont." That's in Las Vegas, right? My intention is to go to Fremont. But even with that, because you know your attention's there, now you allow things to just flow because you know what you want to go there. 100. Is it what it pertain when it pertains to magnetism? What's the difference between metal and magnet? It's the rearrangement of the molecules within it. We must rearrange our mindset to be that of an all-star. Yes, yes, it is absolutely. The difference between the metal and the magnet, for sure, of is it's like, how do we say this? The difference between, or what? Let's say not just the difference, but the thing that repels you away from the thing that's from the metal to the magnet is if you don't set the intention to go there. Kazi, I see you in the building. Or not even to set the intention to go there, is if you're not allowing yourself to be magnetic. You see what I'm saying? It's like everybody is a magnet. Always remember this. Everybody is a magnet, and everybody's attracting things at who they are and what they do. Right? Because you're gonna have the guys. Let's say we all go into a social setting. Boom, we there. Okay, I'm pulling up by my lonesome. Gil's pulling up at this time. Danny's over there. Kazi's pulling up over there. You know what I'm saying? You got Twin pulling up over there. Elena's at the DJ booth DJing. Boom, boom, boom. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right, bet. I walk up in there. I'm coming in there. I'm a magnet. Everybody's a magnet. You got the metal and shit. The metal is the place because people are magnets too. But just keep this in mind. The metal is where we go. So that's like the setting. Okay. So boom. So we get there, right? You're gonna have the guys who are with other guys that are scared to talk to girls. You're gonna have guys who are sitting at the bar waiting around, kind of looking like this. Who should I talk to? Who's gonna be the next one I speak to? You got the one guy that's trying to holler at the bartender. Hey, baby, come here. You got the, what I'm saying? You got the quiet guys in the background. They're like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Avoiding eye contact. A girl walks by. They look at each other. He's like, mm-hmm. So everything is playing at an attractive playing field at that moment. Everybody's gonna seep to the level at where they're meant to be based on their attraction of level of themselves. See, the thing is that when you go somewhere, you're already at the place that you need to be. The reason why it's like this. The reason why this place exists, or the reason why this opportunity, this woman exists here right in front of me, is because I am here. If I was not here with myself, like right now, you wouldn't be here. Vice, even this whole chat. If I wasn't here, you wouldn't be here, and if you wouldn't be here, I wouldn't be here. Type of thing. We're both on the playing field of that. But going back into the social setting, we're all having a good time. But you're gonna always see people where they think to themselves, where how attractive they think to themselves, they're gonna be at that same playing field. The guys are gonna end up being with the guys who's scared to talk to girls. Then you're gonna see the guys talking to the girls, and it's all happens simultaneously. But this is why the first step, that one skill of being intentional to go for the things is excuse me, The reason why it's a domineering skill to have in social settings is because people go place a little bit loosely. They're not necessarily, they don't really know why they're here. They're kind of just going with the flow. They're but that's also even that's cohesive with just saying that these people they don't necessarily enjoy their time like that. They don't value their time. So they're going to be in certain situations where they're going to be putting themselves in just to kind of flow through the night. You know, getting drunk at the bar. Oh my god, this is so crazy. Can I get another lemon drop drink, please? Like they sound crazy, but these are people who are wasting their time. But that's why being intentional, that was crazy. My voice isn't correct like that, by the way, y'all. But that's why being intentional, it helps you to become domineering in the social settings because you know why you want to come out. You know why you want to have conversations. You know why you want to connect, you want to network, and you can value you. I'm gonna give myself 2 hours. All right, bet. Or I give myself an hour. What's good for it? But as you're giving yourself that time, you know when to be in and when to be out. You see, the thing is just that most like I keep saying is that that thing of everybody just staying at a certain flow. When you set an intention, the intention can only become true if you have a required action with behind that. Now, see, I don't want to get too deep on some certain things because I already added in magnetism because magnetism is real and true. But magnetism happens because I put myself in the situation and everything will happen for me. The opportunity presents itself because I am there. It's like the teacher will appear when the student is ready. But that goes the same thing when it comes to magnetism when you are where you want to be at. But that's a social skill that's going to help you to dominate a playing field. Intention, execution, creating your own reality simultaneously. Simultaneously. The way you see fit. Exactly. But that, and see, the thing is that like I it's like when it opened up my mind, bro. Let me read this to y'all. Let me read this to y'all. Because it really I remember this came to me, I forgot when. It was like I look at it every so often, but hold on, give me a second. It's about magnetism, but that's why being intentional is everything. When you want to be intentional about something, make the action happen. Go do the thing that you say your intentions on because everything else will come. So it's like planting a seed, but you don't know how tall the tree is going to become. You just know the tree is going to be there. That's the same thing with putting yourself out there when you want to go to socialize. That's the same as putting yourself out there when you want to go to date. My intention is to go out and have a good time for myself. I want to go downtown and have a good time over here. Women come there, good time with women. You meeting some millionaires. You making connects, right? You getting some free clothes. You ended up meeting some cool ass people. Go to this bar, go to this club, and they're going on a helicopter ride. All because you set an intention to go out and do what you wanted to do. All you have to do is do the thing that you set intention for. Don't back down away from it if you even if you feel like you shouldn't go. That's an honest thing. Hold on, give me a second. Okay. This is what I wrote. This is October 24th. Okay, so it's fairly new. I am the center of attention and focus because it is coming through me. Magnetism isn't about just being a shiny object. It's about placing yourself with intention and being able to be attractive with your energy, conversation and initiation or basically take initiative. I am the centerpiece, but that does not mean I sit in one place. Written by yours truly. Okay? Everything that I speak on is original as fuck. That should be blowing my mind when I see that. Because it's I remember I think I forgot I was in a pool a couple weeks ago, bro. And it was like I forgot what really like sparked that in me. But it was just a deep reflection on a lot of the experiences that happened in my life. And I was like this is just this makes sense why these things occur. You know how they have that saying like, okay, I came into the spot, nobody was here, and now everybody's coming. Duh. That makes sense because I am there. You know what I'm saying? I am there, so therefore there will be other people here because I'm a magnet and I am attractive. But that's to say that they're at the same playing field too, though. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean we think alike. But this just means we all set the intention to go where we want to go. And that's game. Luis, I see you in the building, man. What's good, Brody? You feel me? Come on. Having the best night. Facts, facts. Thank you, Diaj. I appreciate you. Pull reality from a source called authenticity. Yes. And that's even a bigger thing tied into magnetism. But it's also tied into social skills. And it's also tied in to being intentional. Because the people who have the best time, the people who are outside really making connections and having a good time, that's flirting with women, that's out here speaking. I'm not listen, bro. When I go out, it's a fucking I shut shit down. I swear on just y'all gonna have to party. Listen, we're getting to 5K. Once I get to 5K subscribers, I'm hosting a meet and greet. Come shop with a star, come be with a star. The things that just happen IRL, you would think I already am that motherfucker, but you would just think a motherfucker be owning the spots for real. But that's how it really is. I'll be up in the DJ booth. I'll be behind the bar. I'll be getting free drinks from the bartender. I'll be stirring up the pot in like a whole setting. I'm rocking out with these people. I'm getting invited to this party. But why do you think? Cause I set the intention to go out and want to have a good time. I'm not just going out to just guess I'm gonna go out. No. That dominates the social scene because I know what I want. And guess what? Where I go and what I want at where I go wants me back. Magnetism, bruh. It's so enlightening. And I remember when I came to the conclusion of magnetism and like in that sense, I was like I need to talk to my stars. But I was like, let me take some time to apply this in my life first, with my new profound information, and then let me start doing it. So once it started happening more, because it's always been happening in my life, like this shit is nothing new. But once I had that information, I said I immediately wanted to tell y'all, but I was like, let me do this first though. Let me apply this in my life and see what this happens. And lo and behold, it happens. Just 1,000, bro. But that's what I'm saying. On Einstein, you funny. Y'all heard about that 31 Atlas? I'm gonna talk about that another time. I've been getting a lot of conversations about that shit or stuff on my algorithm. Anyways. But that's why being intentional is one of them. It's not just it all comes into more than one. But that's why being intentional will dominate a social setting, a social skill. I sent you a reel on that. Yeah, I remember. You did. I had a couple for some on TikTok. One of my homies mentioned it to me. He messaged me about it because he know I'm a nerd for space and shit. He didn't say anything though. I didn't. Nah, listen. I don't be on Instagram as much though. I don't be like if I'm on Instagram, it's very short, and I see things because I don't have too much time to just like at this time. I don't have too much time to just look at stuff. But I seen it. I didn't watch the whole thing though. Thank you for sending it to me though. I appreciate it. But anyways, if you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe. But being intentional will it's just that's just trust. That's like the first time you're watering the seed, okay? I'm not gonna we can't give too much just now because we're taking steps to planting this seed into the tree. Because there's magnetism is on another playing field. If you I remember the other day when I went live, I was talking about how make a move as soon as you lock eyes with a woman. I got that because of what happened with me. And just what I've been learning, what I do a lot. When I lock eyes with a woman, and if I like what I see, I gotta say something, right? But even let's peel that back though, because it's not just about locking eyes on what you see. It is that too. But just notice that great chemistry, the beautiful banter her and I had, right? That would have never happened, or just me with women that I've been with, smashed, I've great conversation, beautiful convo, whatever. None of those things would have ever happened if I never put myself in that place, right? But that's because the reason why that happened is because I was intentional. I made an intention to go out. I made an intention to put myself in this type of vicinity. I made an intention to say I want to have a good time. What's good? Hello, I'm good. How are you? Appreciate you. Thank you for asking. Great to see you again. But that's what I'm saying. When you can listen. Oh man, thank you for the 100. Yes sir. Shout out Regato. Appreciate it, bro. Yes sir. Send them 100 stools. Send them 100 stools. Woo! Oh man, hey, 2026 is about to be a great fucking year, y'all. I'm so excited, bro. I'm so glad. Shout out to everybody for real. But when it made me reflect a lot on like the women that I've met before and how we had great chemistry and stuff like that. Like that just goes with anything. We would have never had this encounter if you or I never had the intention to be here right now. So the attraction was already going to be meant to happen because that's exactly why we were here. Why you're here, why I'm here. We could want it for our own experiences and have a good time, but at the same time, because you're having your time, I have my time. You could have actually wanted to, me to. I'm pretty sure you wanted me to star like me. So look, I'm here. You asked for it, right? You ask, you shall receive. Oh, I'm gonna have to use that. I'm gonna tell you that one time for sure. I'm gonna let y'all know how it goes. The year an All Star is born. Absolutely, absolutely, Elena. We all gonna be in the waiting room and shit. We all gonna be in the waiting room. We all gonna be in the waiting room. That's gonna be funny. Year of the All Star. That's just gonna be amazing. But regardless, though, so when you meet women that you're having a good time with, when you meet people, when you have those random occurrences, those oh my god, what a coincidence thing, what oh my I haven't seen you in years, or damn I got this girl, you know what I'm saying, I'm about to take her back to the you know what we got going, whatever. That all happens, ladies and gentlemen, is because you were intentional with where you went. Please do, please, and I don't like saying please, but please truly understand how powerful it is to put yourself in a situation because you are with you wherever you always are. You're never going to run away from nowhere else. Thank you for the hundreds. Yes, sir. I appreciate that. But you're always going to be there. You can't escape it. I don't care if you staying in the crib. Man, you better get your ass outside. There's nowhere to go but where you want to go. Y'all hear what I'm saying? There is nowhere to go but where you want to be at. And where I want to be at is everywhere that I know myself to thrive. And I thrive anywhere and I know it well because I'm intentional. I'm intentional. I take the moment to come out. I take the moment to enjoy. Like the whole, touch grass. Yes, please. Again with that please word. What a trigger. But that's what I'm saying. All those things exist because I set the intention to do it. Don't take being intentional for granted at any point in time. It's one of the strongest, one of the most powerful things you can do as a star is to set the intention. Is to say I'm gonna do it. It's to think, say, do. It helps so much. Because if you think about this, even with how much I've been going grinding this year, if I never would have set the intention to do what I'm doing or set the intention for this now, this would have never happened. I'm very grateful for everyone's support that pulls up, shows out, and press some stars, But that would have never happened if I never set the intention. The power of intention and execution. Boy, you're gonna get everything you deserve. I tell you, oh my, like, I swear. Yo, like, hey, bro, let me just go ahead and just, put this up, bro. Just put this up. This has been the year to All Stars, about to be the year to All Star next year. Next year is gonna be even a crazier takeover. Let's see. It's a blessing to wake up. That's all you need to take charge of your day. Yes, yes, cause you woke up. And guess what? You telling me I get to make another decision today? You telling me I get to do this? Rise up and be like, I choose today. I choose me today. I choose this today. I set the intentions for this today. I'm setting the intentions for that today. But that being intentional also leads up into just gratitude, and underneath that, it also leads up into knowing that I can decide for myself, because decision or choosing is one of the most freest things that anyone can do in his lifetime. One of them, because to choose continuously is to say that I choose this, and that is in correlation with who you are and what you want to be and what you will be. But that's why I say intention is the number one of the ones that will help you dominate the social setting. I'd be a great father. I appreciate you. Thank you for saying that. Thank you. Yeah, man. Shout out to the kids, man. I got some nephews, but I don't know. I don't know if a star would have some. I have a whole bunch though. Like I got like I be like a godfather of this shit. I got some sons out there for sure. Nah, thank you. Who's typing the emojis with me? Um, nah, facts. But anyways, and then that's why I tied that into being in the track. Like, okay, because everybody's attracted something in the settings, right? Just wherever they go. So it's always correlation to who you feel like who you are to yourself inside, like the attraction to you. What do you believe? What level you on? And that's going to show on the surface level by the actions that you take, by how you don't seize opportunities, or how you do seize opportunities, or it's going to show on how you're hesitant on whether. And see, this is not even to listen. I'm not even talking about just to talk to women. I'm talking about just to talk to people in general, because I don't. If I'm going out, I'm not outside just to talk to women. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's a great part. But I also want to get cool with my bartender. I want to get cool with the owner. I want to get cool with some folks that are around me. I'm out there to speak to everybody. Women are just, they're their own. They do their thing. They come out too. But it's not just about them. It is about wanting for me to go out and have a good time. Why? Because I decide and I get to choose. And guess what? That makes me feel good, and I feel fulfilled in the decision that I made. I don't regret going out. I don't regret having a good time. I don't regret setting an intention. There should be no shame in wanting to do what you want to do. Now, if there's some certain things that, like gambling addiction, and you got some like a addiction to strippers and shit, like, what I mean, there's some things we got to work on. You come talk with a star, I got you. But just know that you shouldn't feel don't it's like, okay, hold on, check me out. So it's like, even if you're like shy or nervous person, kind of, to talk to people, or you want to learn to be a lot more charismatic and social, just know that the fact that you still took the action to go out somewhere says more about you than it does that your fears are telling you who you are. Because at least you took a step, and you need to use that as fuel to be like, wait, hold on, but wait, I'm outside though. Like, excuse, wait, hold on, I'm outside. I chose to be right here. So even if you're here, fear, hey, fear, go talk to some girls. Like, get off me. You got fear, doubt, and anxiety and shit. Like, bro, what do y'all do? Like, why are y'all here? Y'all need to go talk to some hoes, bro. Y'all be with me too much. And then look, check me out, check me out, check me out. And then you start talking to women. You start doing what and you start doing what you want to do. You start to notice fear, anxiety, doubts, all that shit. They start not to be there no more. Why? Because I'm doing the thing that I actually want to do. So I no longer sit in the same little vicinity as these motherfuckers. I can be with the winners. Woo my god, like this shit is crazy, bro. I'm about to do a backflip and I don't even know how to do a backflip. What up that one dude? So there's still hope. Um Hey bro, I'm 348 pounds and 5'4". Am I cooked? Will I get taller? How old are you, bro? Listen to every day you're alive is always hope, okay? Every day, but it's not just hope. It's about the hope should reside in the actions that you take. So it's not to we can't we can't hope for better if we're not doing better. Both correlate. I don't know how old you are. So I mean, I know it's let me look it up actually cuz I know you stop growing at a certain age for men. So let me look it up, bro. How what is it? Yeah, how to stop. All right. What age do men stop having sex? What? It says 18 through 21 is when most men stop getting taller. Wait, hold on. What age do men stop having sex? I gotta look that up, bro. Look, I sound like a statistic, bro. 75 and 85. I'm fucking still. Got me, man. 75, 85. Listen, I might have some, there might be some physical problems and shit. I don't know. But either way, we gonna have the slow stroke it or something. 75, 85. I'm still going. Hey, thank you for the hundreds. I appreciate it. Your health, but mindset, no. I'm 20 and I don't think I'm gonna grow taller anymore, bro. Well, you have one more year, but here's the thing. Try to get some more. Here, do this for me. Get some more sleep. I know calcium is good in milk, things that reside in milk and everything. I'm not a health physician, so but I know these things for sure because I definitely paid attention a lot in health class because I wanted to be active. But just know that you can do that, but still you can. There's still hope for the weight, and even for your mindset, you can get right for your mindset, right? The thing is just that I know you could probably because I used to be, bro. I used to be super big, right? I used to, man. I was, you know what I mean? Goddamn, face extend. I'm being dramatic, but I used to be bigger on the other side, and I used to feel insecure about that a lot. And even though like it really takes to for some self love for yourself and who you are to yourself, and know that you are just with you, and as time occurs and as you progress with your weight loss journey, this is the time more than ever to show more love to yourself. You can still be hard on yourself in the aspect of like, I gotta, hey man, get your ass up, like get your lazy ass up. Let's go to work. Let's go to exercise. Let's go do that. But these are the times of the struggle, if that makes sense. But it's like battling your mind. It's a mind over matter situation, if this makes sense. I think you trolling, bro. I think you trolling now. But hey, look, even if you trolling, that's a good thing for the fellas that could be or feel insecure about their weight. It's us. It's always a mind over matter situation. But don't complain about your weight if you're not gonna do nothing about it. Bro says 156 points. You need to give that to some like homeless people. Start giving that away. Cause if you're really telling the truth, start. I know there could potentially be some homeless people around you. Start giving back, bro. Start giving back. You don't need it. I'll start Izzy. Can I be a moderator? So hello, my thing for moderators, it has to be consistency, an initiative meaning like get the likes up, don't forget to subscribe, and engaging. That's all I really you engage. You come in consistently. Pardon me, which I appreciate. But just that's what I really look for a mod. What's good, Shiloh? How you feeling? Just make sure you still smell good. You had a moment today. Talk to me, Prince. What's up, bro? Hey, shout out to Prince. Prince been coming in consistently though. Well, Shiloh. It's Shiloh, right? What's good, bro? But regardless though, just if for anyone, if you're insecure about your weight, just know that there's something you can do about it. But always remember that it's gonna be like the mind of a matter. You gotta be confiding in yourself. You gotta tell yourself that you're still you're that person because it's really how you feel to you. You gotta be confident enough to do the things while you're going through this situation for yourself, and you still gotta be you gotta be that guy now during the progress of the weight loss journey, and then after when you start to get more slimmer, you can see the results. You're gonna be like, oh my god, girls are changing, they're coming at me differently. All right, you can change on a physical level, but you still gotta upgrade your mindset on who you are. Every time I try to get a homeless, give a homeless some fuck, they fuck, f you, I want money for drugs. Damn, yeah, man, you definitely gotta spell it again, yo. And also, I hope if you're trolling, it's still a good lesson. But if you're not trolling, um, you know, I think you should speak on a little bit more seriously. I was checking out this girl from the back. I was checking out this. Pardon, hold on. I was checking out this girl from the back of the class, and when we went to our groups, she's in my group, and she asked me about my radio show, and I answered her while looking down. Okay. So when you mean looking down, Shiloh, what you mean like you looked at her titties? Like what you mean? L- hold on, Shiloh. I want to let you know something. It is nothing wrong with checking women out. Okay. Like it happens, but here's the thing: don't be weird when you're checking women out. Like it's one thing to look, but it's another thing to be like, oh my god, look at the oh, look and look at that. What do they use? It's like a V word, voluptuous. That voluptuous, or they call it like a bottom. Like look at that bottom. Look at that. Look at that. That well-rounded arse. Like bro. But yeah. You know, not just avoided her gaze. Okay, so that's what you mean. Okay, my apologies. Well, listen, you're still learning it, but when you have a conversation again. Wait, you found her attractive, right, Shiloh? Yeah, stop simping. Yeah, exactly. I dated a guy with one leg one time. He was an awesome guy. That's what's up. Every time I try to give a homeless, I believe it. I believe it. That one dude. I believe it. It's all good. Listen, but yeah, I think she is attractive. Okay, so she is in your group. So, school stuff like that. Just keep it cool. I mean, I don't want it to be weird because I don't want you. I want to tell you to like say something to her, but I don't want it to be awkward if you're still in school because she probably already sees how nervous that you are. So let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. Well, let me ask you this. Matter of fact, how are you with talking to girls that you're not attracted to? I can do that pretty easily. I think. Okay. So what? Okay. So what I want you to do is to still reflect a little bit. Well, not reflect. It is reflecting. Hold on. Sorry, I was doing like three things at once. I'm trying to like turn this shit off. And we got my computer over here. So try to just talk to the women that you're attracted to, and do your best to look at them eye to eye. Okay, just try it. All right, your nerd. See, it's like the thing I said. You got like the little, you got the fear, then you got the anxiety, then you got the doubt, right? Trying to like, oh, we're too scared. Like, let's do it, but just try it. Just try. Even if you're shaking, Shiloh, just just try. Hey, you got a pencil? Like the lady that you think as attractive, right? Just try your best and keep the eye contact. But the thing, it's more so about having to get over it, because it's in your mind. You probably think that like, because she's so attractive or women are so attractive to you, you kind of freeze up in that flight, fight, or freeze. The fourth one that I love to speak about is respond. This is where you get to have the choice or decision to do something. Respond to the situation when that happens. Not make the move in a flirtatious way, but just make a move in action of on the surface. I didn't mean to look down while answering. It was sort of automatic reflex. Yeah, because you're used to it. But listen, this is a good thing, because what you're seeing right now is I'm starting to see how I operate. Even if you haven't, if even if you noticed that before, you're starting to see become a lot more aware of how you're operating right now. All right, you like, cause we've been having small conversations here and there. You come and you ask questions, you make statements, and I talk on it. But you're starting to see more of the awareness now, because you notice now just realize that you're in the playing field of being like, I can either stick to my automatic reflex, or I can become a new MF. I can do something. I can change this here, right now. Because really what I want is for you to, hop down, look at a woman and say, what's up? And attractive woman, and ask her out or something. Tell her to come, come with you, enjoy the company. I know you're in school, so I know they be having things going on. Hey, come meet me in the cafeteria at 5 p.m. Something like that. But just in general, just know you have a decision though. Okay, not you're becoming a lot more aware. We've been speaking a lot more, so you're making decisions. Like now it's more decisions. That automatic reflex doesn't need to be a decision anymore, because if that's an automatic decision, that means that's an automatic choice that you still keep making. Because her question about my show required a long answer, and I would have had to look at her while answering, and instead I looked to the dude standing next to me. Okay. So you were like, oh, you were like this. I would have. You were okay. So this is her, but you were like this. Oh yeah, the radio show. It was just like I really hosted on Mondays and Wednesdays, and this is what it really happens and stuff like that. So you were doing it like that. Listen, yeah, we got to dead that, Shiloh. Once you go back in tomorrow, you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. And this time, you initiate conversation with her. You tell her. So what do you think about the radio show? Whatever I told you. Yeah. So yeah. We're switching up the gears now. Now you do it. You initiate conversation, and you tell her about the radio show. Or tell her what you think about the radio show. But look at her when you ask her. Say, well, hey, what's up, Maggie? Oh, what do you think about the radio show? The idea, right? Just talk to her. The ball's in your court. All right, Shiloh. But don't, I don't know about doing the attractive stuff, like, or like trying to hop down on her. I don't think you should, to be honest. I think you should just keep it at like, for what it is, on some like, friendly shit, on some cool shit. Just like we working together or whatever. Yeah. Because if you introduce more, it's gonna be a little wild. You're looking away and looking at Bernard over here. Yeah, Maggie. So the radio show, but I'm looking at Bernard. Yeah, but the radio show, Maggie. Like but it's crazy. Just keep it professional, friendly. Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. But the thing is that although it's professional and friendly, just not you're still attracted to her. But this is why that's like good. Like you're getting into training in. You got to get some training in. But yeah, don't make a move on her for sure. Definitely don't do that. Do it out the women that are outside your classrooms and shit like that. Do that for sure. But hey, look, shout out to everybody that's in the building. Hit the like button and subscribe if you have not. I'm probably about to get off of this. I want to go finish James Bond. I gotta go finish that shit. That shit. That's such a good. It's such a good film. Like the films are so good. The series. I'm on the fifth one. I was binging all these. It's really good. I definitely guarantee people to definitely check it out. Um, but we may do. We got to do a movie review before the year ends. I was thinking about I was thinking about doing something for, like going into the New Year's week because we did that last year. We could potentially do like another movie thing um, for the going into the New Year. So we gonna see for sure. You know, I'm gonna keep you guys updated. But if you guys haven't checked out my new video, go check it out because listen, the stars. We romantic out here. We got romance, but that's why. Hey, remember, the most romantic thing you can do for a woman is to be honest with her. Ready Player One, a new movie. I'm gonna see, because I really love Ready Player One. Ready Player One is low key like tradition. That's like tradition on some shit. But it may be a new film. I'm gonna definitely keep that up. But if it's not on New Year's, I know for sure we would definitely do a movie review either this month. I probably would like to do it this month because next month is about to be incredibly busy for me. So this month will be going crazy. Yeah, it's a traditional. Any movie nights coming up? Potentially this month. I want to say this month for sure, but please allow me to do some sorry, yeah, my mind. I had so much racing through my mind that I really love this topic about magnetism and intention being intentional. But let me do some planning. Sorry. This month, yeah, this month. All right, bet. It's sort of a good lesson. I felt safe while checking her out. Now, when I had to meet her eye contact, I flopped. That's how it works. Well, it's not gonna work like that, Shiloh. Not anymore. You're speaking with an all star right now, or with the all star. It's not gonna be like that anymore going forward, right? You're just showing yourself that you're scared to have an interaction with a lady that you find attractive, and we're done with that normal, all right? And it's gonna take some time for you to flip the script and to do more, right? And to get into this new life that's about to occur for you. But guess what? You have access to me. You have access to this community. Don't take it for granted. Speak with some of the folks that's in here too. Definitely come in this thing, ask me questions. Just put a Q in the front. Let's get it chopping it up. And honest, anyone has a Discord link, I think you should actually just join the Discord, Shiloh. You're more than welcome to, yeah. I would advise you do become a member. I think that would assist you a lot because that way you can see some of the secret videos that I have, and I plan to do a live members a membership live membership live. Like, why I was gonna say that membership live every week. So then that would be like exclusive access. That way it's not public. It'll just be for only the members. Members can come in. We can chop it up, talk about certain stuff because the for this week, what we're gonna talk about is once you get treated like a king from a woman, there's no going back, and that's gonna be the topic for our members live only. Members only live. But next year we're gonna open up the coaching, and we're gonna go crazy. But listen, definitely join that up, Shiloh. I do have to go, so if someone can send a Discord link, please, I would appreciate that real quickly. I gotta get up out of here in a second. If you haven't hit the like button, go ahead and hit the like button. We are in this thing. Remember, the number one skill to dominate any social setting, any social scene, just trust. It's intentional. It's gonna be intentional. You gotta be intentional for wherever you go. Do you have any New Year's resolutions planned? You don't know how to send it? That's Gil. If you're still in here, may you do it real quick? We gotta Elaine. I gotta teach you how to do it, or someone can teach you how to do it. Let me see. Um, well, Shiloh, if you have Discord, just type in All Star Lifestyle. Maybe that'll come up because I do gotta go in a second. Do you have any New Year's resolutions planned? Well, not necessarily, but the reason why I don't have any New Year's resolutions planned, Shiloh, is because of course we're getting into a new year and stuff like that, but the goals that I have, they change and evolve a lot. and I don't wait until the New Year's for me to have resolutions. It just it occurs. It's probably every month, every week, every day. It's like a just setting the bar, setting the bar, setting the bar. But of course, I still have big goals. I still have big goals for next year. That's goals though. But resolutions, it's gonna be lit. But that's another thing, cause we don't thrive on the what's up, Adriana? How you feeling? But we don't thrive on just like going with what the year is, this resolution and stuff. We're setting goals every single day. We're setting goals every week, and we're hitting those. At least I'm gonna speak. I'm speaking for the all stars and the stars. But there you go. Hey, Shiloh, there's the link right there. Thank you, Elena. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll be live. I'll be live tomorrow. I'm going live every single day this month. So I'm gonna see y'all soon. I'm gonna talk to y'all. To shine within is to shine without. We out this thing. Authenticity, new sexy. Go check out the new video. We out. Peace.